Satati Sepo, Waragasha.
Good evening and welcome to your favorite place on Tuesday at 5 p.m. It's football on 216. We're out doing field work once again this week. For episode 26, we're crowning champions. We've reached the end of the Gauteng Development League season, and today, well, the guys are going to be crowned for their hard work. 34 match weeks have gone in, week out. The kids have been balancing this football with exams, some of them. It's exam season at the moment. But the guys have come out, they're here to play, and we are still to decide that under 19 division. So it's going to be a good time. So come with us as we crown the champions. The newly promoted teams will also receive their silverware, and Randburg has hosted us very well. We're wrapping up the under 15 game, and then those ceremonies should get started. So come with us, let's enjoy. Let's see what's up today.
Mnandi maiguwe igwe ngeke bakuthathele yona bafethu football on 216 tswere platinum stars ba ile gore ba gapile under 17 ile yone ya stream B bafethu on chele team on netwa ka
ha it's one of those Rustenburg
ai bafethu la bona le tlo shebela bo SUNDOWNS bo Khosi ka iso so ke eng le boneng that's fun tona yam
dale re boneng
yeah
re shebile play mo tiba idlala
yeah
gore le rona re baganye gore re ka dlala yang gore tshwanele bo
yeah
sure
so no on challenge fit alizwakale no liwine under 17 sharp mara alizwakale ne so no jara yela bafethu lo tswa 2026 lazwakale re letsa
ya razwaka yeah
so now goal yalona king as platinum stars bafethu going forward now that liwine under 17 le tlo shebella for experience to le batla eno king le batlangi
wa bona re win the league GDL cup wa bona ya rest media khono tshwana le bone bo down so ya
e fetho gona le bo chiefs da gona le bo super sport gona le bo SUNDOWNS da ba fetho le show fele re live batla right
batla ra ba galla bafana ra ba batla street
la ba batla ba fetho le batsabi ay platinum stars le matlapa le lona ba reke metlae football on 216 maiguwe iguwe. It is football on 216 mnandi maiguwe iguwe ke blomeno yana wana motho etso le yone Florida Albion ba le ba gapile yone under 19 ya stream B ba fetole grand grand so man how does it feel intwana to win Valley League under 19
yo gomnate feel like
mnati ne
yeah
so no ke bona le shebeletse SUNDOWNS ya dlala ka mo tlo shebella jalo GDL so what are you hoping to get from go shebella di games tse
we are hoping to collect information sibona amanye ama player ukuthi akuphi level bakuyo so that nathi sikhona ukuimprove yes
yeah so team here etswa kae ba fethu like Florida Albion
it's a Depot Florida
yeah. Okay so now ba fethu ke ntwe le batlang like now e leng gore obviously ha le tala qualify go tla mo leaking agere but what do you want now e leng gore le batla go wina no o le batla go itshuna no
Now we are focused on GDL Cup, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are looking to prepare ahead of it. That's us speaking amanye team.
bafethu i-GDL Cup ngiyabona kuyadlalwa lapha kunabo SUNDOWNS kunabo Khosi kunabo SuperSport bafethu lisho la badlalile.
Yeah, we sure that we want this.
Ne serious?
Yeah, we'll work hard.
Okay, that was Florida Albion Motwetso bafethu ke batla ke re mo mnandi umnandi lona le re maiguwe iguwe ne mo mnandi umnandi hayi lalela football on 216.
Hello guys, welcome back to Football on 216. I'm with Pius Nyandela, the real Mr. GDL. We always call Muzi Mr. GDL. This is the chairperson, the man that really makes it possible. Pius, let's speak about the success of the league, man, this season. What's gone into making this a good season?
Well, to be honest, we are quite delighted that this has been a wonderful season. And what actually made this particular season to be wonderful is to say that the partnership that we've got with SuperSport schools is the one that made this particular league to be more attractive.
Let's speak about the Gauteng Football Association is doing well, right? But there's been talks of creating a national. How do we get this to be national, man?
We are at this current moment in engagement with various provinces. We have engaged Limpopo, we have engaged KZN, we have engaged Western Cape to say that they must start a similar league. And out of that particular league, we'll be able to set up some kind of a national structure whereby now all the academies will be involved in some kind of a championships and getting better players for our national teams.
Let's speak about, it's doing well, right, the league, but what does the future look like now of the Gauteng Development League in particular?
Look, year in and year out, we actually wanted to make things better. At the level where we are, we had a viewership of about 13 million mid-season, and last year we were sitting at 16 million. Now it shows that our viewership might actually go to a level of about 30 million to 36 million. But however, year in year we're under pressure to make this league much better. You could see the league doesn't have a sponsorship. That is the first issue. And the second issue is to say that now, which is the price market that we can go to that can actually assist us to make this league more attractive, that could also make things to happen in this particular league.
It's raining out here in Randburg once again, geez. I hope the games can continue. But we're at the clubhouse here, it's quite packed, trying to stop kids here. But thank you, Dr. Pius, for your insights. I think all the best with the league, man. Siyabonga.
No, thanks a lot, and thanks to SuperSport schools for this type of a partnership.
May it long continue. Guys, I'm going to go outside to check if we can maybe continue with the games. Angazi kwenzakalani ngale mvula, but let's see if we carry on. #mawumnandi umnandi football on 216 sikuchazelile ukuthi sikulandela ita lalela ngiphetheni ELSPARK uyana ke lapha no captain Delmon bambiza ngoshavula ugrand mfethu ethi awusho mfethu nenze yini engcono nina niyenzile kwamanye ama team ukuze nifike la ku stream A
Hayi commitment nokuthi besize emajimini sithembana like hard work. Khona labe bathi abanye esikhokthatha league sathini sina sathi soyithatha. Sasebenza saso ukuthi soyithatha. Sagcina sesithathile yona.
mamela ke ngichazele mina history yenu ELSPARK akusiyo oqala ingena ku GDL stream A but ayikwazanga ukuhlala last time ikhona manje this time nenza njani niyahlala or nizobingelela bese niyavaya
Sohlala khona.
usho
Sohlala.
so next season usesekumanda 13 or yak 15
Nya 15.
njalo mnandi manje wena udlala njengoba idisc
Mina ngisithandela ulo ngizantibala.
bani
Ibala.
uyayizwela nawe mfana sisaphethe itaza khona awuyiphakamise mfethu ubone ukuthi utholeni iyo ke le amanda 13 sokubuyela nabanye #football on 216 ungayindawo Welcome back to Football on 216, guys. I'm with another champion here, Mpombulepo Mfana yithi. Anamhlanje udlala ibhola elimnandi. Ucoach akakhiphi imolgivela today.
Nginika abantu chance ushilo mangipromote nginika abantu chance.
Yeah. Manje mfana ngithi ngitshele yini ihambe right ke ukuthi nize niwin iGDL. Phela this season benintswembe kakhulu. Kwenzakaleni?
Obviously sispaneze team vele yabo. That's why simanagile ukuthi siwine league and sibreak record nga 95 points. Akusinoma abanenza.
Kanjani ndoto SLK uthini ejimini like bekuyini eva grand this season compared to last season mfethu
Ale strict le again. Last season angazi ehambe Roma this season simanagile ukuthi sicommunicate nathi samajita samamelo coach lapha sikhona ukuthi and mas communicate iyo yenza ukuthi sidlale grand swini.
hayi mfana yithi ngena ngayi mfana yithi well done izobonana boy that's Mpombulepo guys Popo the showstopper. Football on 216 #mawumnandi umnandi makumnandi iphi inkinga ngiphethela ama champions angazi ngizobala kangakhi iminyaka emingaki ngayivula zonke izandla labantu kudala bewina ngiphethe uTiro. How's it man?
Good, thanks, and you?
I'm okay man. Last time we spoke you said that you were going to under 15 next season.
Yeah, I said I hope I will go to under 15 next year.
So you hope you go to under 15. So what have you done right this season man? You've just won the league again.
I think one of the things we've done right is keeping on the attitude, and all the games we've dropped points against, the following week we got them back and did our best. And I like to thank you for the coaches and the technical staff, because without them nothing would have been possible. Yeah, that's it.
So what can you say to these wonderful players that you are leading man? What can you tell them?
Being a leader is not all about talking, but it's about your presence. So being with such a great team like them is just a blessing, and to also be one of the leaders of this team, I don't have any words, but the team is great. They're good players.
Uzwele ke nawe ukuthi akusikukhuluma kuphela mawuleader ye team. Tiro umnanja yami. That's how it ends here on match day 34 of the Gauteng Development League. The weather needs to decide. Is it hot? Is it raining? A couple of seconds ago it was raining. But the biggest point then to come from Randburg Association is that the match abandoned, which notably means that the under-19s won't play today. We'll have to see as to when and how that game will be played. It's a bit tight now with examinations and needing to conclude the league and also begin the cup. I don't know, perhaps play the final prize giving during the week. That would be unfortunate. But But we hope you've enjoyed this special where we've somewhat covered elements of the prize giving. We've covered the teams that have come through, the new ones, Florida Albion. We were able to cover ELSPARK United. So I think we've done good work. We've heard from Mr. GDL himself. So thank you for tuning in to Football on 216. The guys need to go wash. I told them, or something because but thank you so much, guys, for tuning into episode 26 of Football on 216. We've wrapped up the Gauteng Development League. We'll let you know as to what happens, the steps from here. But from myself and the rest of the world-class broadcasters here at Randburg, goodbye. Mamnandu Nandi, Maiguwe. Welcome back to Football on 216, your ultimate guide to the youth development game, where we bring you exclusive insights from player interviews, coach interviews. We really unpack how to unearth the raw diamond and talent that we have in South Africa. This episode, we really sort of reflect on the league that we've had so far, some of the games not able to be completed. So still a bit of a title race happening between Mamelodi Sundowns and Highlands Park. But be that as it may, lots of champions crowd. You'll see some good visuals from Randburg Association Football Club. That's where we're at over this past weekend, wrapping up the league. But Skim Sam's Pelele, Ding Dong Pelele. It's in Iliango, Mama Piano, Skim Sam Pelele.
Spiso again eating.
We can't apply.
Spiso again Abina
So much violence, guys. Jeez. Okay, let's start. Good evening before we start ambushing each other. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, Tando. Mr. Bill Bestie.
Yeah, Lebza protest his friend yesterday. Lebza protest his friend yesterday from Tembisa to commentate. It was an experience.
Yeah, I'm the mayor of Tembisa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very recruited is all.
Yeah, he's going to bring the whole of Tembisa now to commentate. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, before we get to the Gauteng Development League, of course, we super sports schools here at home. So really what we focus on is every single pocket of school sports. I was so excited last week, Wednesday, to be covering the Discovery Alex Schools League. That's been taking place now since September. Week in, week out, 13 teams playing each other at the Ultra Sports Complex, and then the final culminating at Alexandra Stadium. Now, those games won by Zenzeleni for third time in a row, ladies-wise. So, man, something like Zenzeleni.
Yeah, into mina ngibonile lapha na wena Thando. Unfortunately kulo nyaka lo bengekho, but last year sayikhavara leyo lokho. Izenzeleni mawubheka ibhola labo linekasi element khona lawo matsheri lawa adrebulayo kamnandi kawu3 mfethu kusho kuningi lokho. Ubonile ama team kade khona iqale September lento le. Last time ifinal sayenzela kuphi ngiyakuza manje
Ultra Sports Complex, yeah.
And this time
This Alex Stadium.
Ground lonke.
No, same half ground, same way in Amanda 15 atalanga khona. Bayithanda leyo format kanjalo. But before we go anywhere, caught up with the Zenzeleni head coach after their success. Here were his thoughts.
I'm Coach Zulu from Zenzeleni Primary School. We have once again won the Discovery Champions with girls under 12. We are very much happy with the results and the way we played in this tournament. We played almost 7 games. We didn't concede a goal. We scored 8 goals in the tournament. And yeah, our keeper was pretty marvelous. He got 7 clean sheets. Yeah, we have defended once again. Even the last year, we managed to win the trophy without conceding a goal. So I think it's a great way. It's a great way going forward. There are many things that I can talk about, but I'll focus more on the performance for today. We played well.
Geez, it's really commendable in terms of Vikasla Sekomora, where they are the ladies teams that are really knocking the lights out. Ora.
Yeah, I know. Ugila wana wena Thando ga o tshameka motshameko o bo sa consider dintlha. 7 games without conceding a single goal. Tlhele re bua le Coscarinho ga re ntse re tlhatlhamolla fa gore the best way to defend is to attack. Gora gore ba se dira sentle seo.
So go go bontsha wena mjikse gore discipline e teng ka gone ha ile gore ha o concede go ra gore wa itse ko morago o eme sentle tsala ka gonne ha o consider discipline ha iyo ko morago ka jalo for mokatisa kgone gore a bue le bone ntsala ke le ba setsana gore ba sana re tshameka ena re tshameka re concede discipline e teng ka jalo le sfiso a bua gore na le teng maloba di sia na seo fela mara go itumedisa go bona gore kgwele ya basadi e santse tswela pele go gola ha re bone fela bo Sundowns bo JVW le ko kasi di-team ke tse di a tlhagela ke tse re se batla re batla bona kgwele gola gotlhe mo Africa borwa
santse re le ka fo makgarejaneng le sa lebala gore le setlhopha sa rona sa Cosafa team se ne se le kwa ba dirile bontle thata le ga le gore ga ba fenya ba kgonne go tsamaya ba ya all the way.
So it's important, right, to create those avenues and channels. But for the boys section, then this is another 12 tournament. Just giving a disclaimer. That was won by a school called Skin out in Alex Peak School. They've got netball. They're known all over, right, for their ability. They end up playing in a final against MC Weiler, beating them 1-0. I mean, it's small. It's 15 minutes a half. It's smaller goals. It's half ground. So you're bound to expect 1 goal. Here's the Skin head coach's thoughts.
My name is Coach Mukawa from Skin Primary School. Yeah, only tough. It was tough. Since this game we did we win this tournament from 2017. So after COVID, the player lost training. So like we never recover, we never know. So those boys they were coming from grade 3. That's about 10 years. So I want to get it short here. So we coming and then ball again jaga by zale one. No, as a ball again jaga by zale. Ball again but over share report. The ball again was about share. The under 11 yaga. Especially over coach, but they follow instruction. They don't follow instruction. They think they know. No sense about who they think they know. Kidi star. So abasa umamela. So kata coach abana because mamela. You understand? So over instruction they do exactly what they want. So the coach abana most colors are not really coach divided into 3. One coach under 11, one coach under 12, under 13. Not usually under 11 because they don't understand. They don't understand.
So they actually played to some very skillful football. Did Skin mastering a tournament against tough opposition week in week out. Baya win amfana githi.
Yeah, yabona ukhona ipoint oyishilo ngaphambi kokuthi sambe se coach. Lapha ama ground akhona mancane. Iteam ekokuqala ama chances maningi ukuthi yezo
win.
Yeah, iteam ekokuqala ama chances. But mawubheka lapha from 2017 ngoba echaza ucoach that bemnandi and then weza shangafamba kahle mara manje sebeyaqala bayabuya ukubonisa ukuthi ikhona into abayihlanganisayo lapha na kwiSkin. Iwayila labantu bedlala nayo ngiyakhumbula ikhona last time.
Ikhona last year iwayila.
Yeah, ikhona last time and yayi ayiphumanga iphumele I think quarter.
Idlala ku 3 and 4
yeah so mabuthi i-team njengeSkin ishabona kusho khona ukuthi sebeyabuya egameni.
So gora gore if ba khonne go bua ntsela go bontsha gore e teng mo bona ntsela way forward ka mantswe mang ne ba le teng ba khonne gore ba tla even ke ga kana gore ka ba bua no yana ba dirile sentle go feta ngwa go fitile ba bana ba le teng ka jalo go bontsha mjik le coach Lungano bela Ramitso rata go bua o rata makawana mannye ka gonne ba retsa ka jalo le ene it makes sense because ngwana mongwe le go ga ora re ma time right ba ka tlhaloganye ba fana ba ithuba bana ba bana ba bua le bona ba go retsa ke ka gone o ntato tisa lentswe ba ba tonna ba utlwe bothani
ke rata gape le format e ba e tshamekang ya gore ba tshameka lebala le half.
Yes,
seo se botlhokwa thata for development ya makabara ba banyane gore o khona go tshwara kgwele ga kae ga o tsa bana ba banyane o bo ba latlhela mo lebala le le tona possibilities are o tlo kry motho a tswa mo lebaleng ka bona le tswa mo lebaleng a tshwere 2 touches. That's not good for development. O berekisa ka skill sa ball control, ball touching and everything. So for the small ground they must just play. Everyone a khona go tshwara kgwele re bona gore o khona go control o khona go nagana o khona go dira dilo tse di jang.
So what I'm really happy to see then is that development is happening all over the country, and it's not just in the Gauteng Development League, it's in Alexandra. I mean, Sfiso said it, Kaslako, everywhere you go, you're going to see some good football. And for me, I'd like to see some of those youngsters picked up. I think tournaments like that, you want to ignite and spark an interest so that they can fall in love with the game. So hopefully that can occur. But over the past weekend, then Randburg Association Football Club hosts what should be the final match week of the Gauteng Development League. It ends up not being that rain abandons the under-17 game mid. So we're only actually only able to play 2 games that we'll be discussing with the guys. But Kaizer Chiefs play up against TS Galaxy in the first game of the day.
Yeah.
For me, the first goal by Musimane is offside.
Yeah. Be-offside kakhulu angicabanga ukuthi futhi into ikhiphe iy'ntwana ze-TS Galaxy be-offside intwana thema bekora laphana zehle ubonile abomshini kade sengahlani kahle mara khona number 11 Ndivuo
akitla gopola gane le tsa motshameko wa TS Galaxy le Rosina Sedibane ka le bolela ka Ndevuo ba mo tsere ba motshamekisa ko under 15 in that match ga le ka gopola sene khala ke bua ka le ka bona le Ndevuo re santse re le mo TS Galaxy I think ba tlo tlhoka a reinforcement mo ngwageng o tlang gonne bo Ndevuo bo le tlhogonolo modise le bone bo le ka bona le la ga Mdluli Neo ko morago ke tshepa ba tlo latlhegela ke batshameki ba le bantsi mo setlheng se se tlang.
It's an exciting Galaxy team.
Yeah, imnati ke bona ba jileng Chiefs the first time that first defeat ya bone e tswa mo TS Galaxy ka jalo o na le teng Matthew George a gona gore a ba lomaganya ka jalo TS Galaxy mane mnati ana tedi mnati re bueng ne ba mnati ene ya go bua ka Ndivuo Maiwashe o bua ka bomshini le hlonolo modisi
into engichaza ngaba badlala ibhola sekasi bonke from emumva like akekho umuntu ozothi qum khaba phambili qum balibamba nasekasi itapeti kunalapho umshini ebushaye ngathi bantu mara ne-ground I think ne-ground ba-affectile zona.
How good is Inganathi Saliwa?
Okay.
Inganathi Saliwa ke bona le kibela maabane ke re bua le coach Bamjikere go gala bana ba tshameke man le setse le fence go gala bana ba tshameke o tshamekile Inganathi Saliwa
mina into engizoyisho nge-Inganathi ne uyazi nani bengilokhu ngimthanda but bengamfaka ku-black book because bengakaboni enza lento engithanda ukugibela ukugibelile kizona phakathi i-black book phakathi ngimfakile unayo yonke into lamfaka pace ikhona ukukora kukhona ahambe skill sikhona ahambe yo defend Inganathi unokubuyela emuva udlala so ngathi nabo Inganathi abawu 3 hayi mnandi
hayi lalela mntwana wapara 8 ku under 13 wapara 10
ku under 15
bayudaleleki under 17 unako benching so ya go bontsha gore mfano is coming wa tla sale re mona gale bo eiso gopola eiso go tshala ka ene gore leno blind ka yalo Inganathi mfeni ai lalela go le go rile first time
it's good. Remember when we covered the games against Sundowns, he scores a similar goal. Yeah. One touch into the net.
Lunga sala bua ka technique. Ntwana lo na lone.
Yeah, no.
Technique. Ai, ntwana lo blind. Go trepa, go laola kgwele, go akopela le go raga. Bona mabane ntse like it's not easy mjix go bolo e tla so strewetsa same time. Ke itse bolo bana mara can tell gore it's not easy.
Go tlhalosetse di aba balla di le dintsi go o ye go di legeng tse di tona. O itse re bolo e tricky kae. The control how are you gonna be able to keep it low? Have you picked your spot before kgwele fitla go wena ke do tsele gore tshwantse o di lebele have you saw gore goalkeeper go kae o tlo chapa kgwele ya why laser is gonna go your balu Saliwa o itse ai ba fela fa he picked the spot already before kgwele tsena kwa brilliant ka le ka wana le la
azubana umunye ngamboni bafethu une udlamini nifane shaw 18 ayiboni le ntwana man
phuma blanda because bengekho khala akusidala ngicabanga ukuthi yiyo kunenye abathi uhawubuse
sana lo mong
matsogo o gibelayo o tebo
le bo tlotlang gona le bo tlotlang ya bo Jan Mokwena le bona ba teng na
so yiyo lento bengifuna ukuza kuyo nje mhlambe ngingamosha isikhathi ukuthi manibheka ama games ayizolo abobhamshi sebeyalungiselela manje ilokhu isizini leyana ubonile uqale ngobani uqale ngoMessi uMessi akajwayele
into bengicala ke Semen the boy behind you he starts
so uselungiselela ini manje abohlalele ubone baqale ngaphandle because bona bazohamba ngekudala be-under 15 so ama-coach amaningi manje aselungiselela ini kule season ezayo abantu ababona ukuthi beya kuma-15 bathi baya kancane bedile nalabo baba ama-under 13
So quickly, let's cover one more game, guys. The only other game that was able to be played yesterday, and the 15s of Amudi Sundowns, they are chasing an unthinkable feat. In fact, they come into that game saying they want to be the best GDL team ever, points-wise. Kaizer Chiefs' undefeated season last year yielded 94 points on the board. For SLK, he's got 95, guys.
Ubuile, beki ya go feta ne ke mmotsa ke re okay coach, we gapile. Ke eng so tshamekela gona na ra elebza ke sampane ke batla go tswela pele le wena ke lelekisa record ke we create record ya ga gentsa like ha ke tlo go bua thata ka stopper sa ga go bompho molepola ba itse banna bo madondo wa tsena fetso tsena ba kora ba fethu ka ra ka mo Sevens Academy of finaleng ntwana mo le bare ke Abdul Basit mogare ga mpa le ba gona le mfana ko pele kwa ntsa like ba ke da Silva he's not a skillful player da Silva ne fela technique ite wa bona wa gona ra mogala kgwele ka ora buile gore he scans gore wa itse gore ha etla o ya kae ka jole ke mone o winne di kgwele tse di thata mabane Jesse da Silva ha etla kgwele ene tswa go ma etswa go gene Abdul Basit cross a ebe mo sefibeng wheel ha na skill ntwanele gotlhelele fela wa etsa ba mo lining wheel and a bona ka re wa mo kwala mo lining wa tsena cut inside wa lebela o famang ha lose di bolo ka jalo ne go le monate mabana even though ba latlhetse ka 2-0 but re bone sengwe go 7 sa khatsi
Fiso, Mpomolepo finally plays the football we want him to play. Well, Gibela, he puts his knee on it, and SLK doesn't take him off.
akamkhiphi lalela bashilo kushuthi ngathi into ebikhulunyiwe because before ngikhulume noMpho ngakhuluma noloku nomakasa yafana bathi hayi last dance
Last dance,
last dance abe umnandi izolo but from under 13 inganathi eligibela MPHO uyaligibela kuma under 15 under 17 ukuba iphilanga kahle le game le abuzobona makasa yafana bezoligibela la.
So we're there then. That's where we're at. The under 17 game doesn't go ahead.
Yeah, under 17 Reboni. First half it was a tight one because Sevens Academy ba khonno tshwara Sundowns 2-0 goalless draw ka half time. So ne re expectile some goals but when re stop sele sa under 17 sa Mamelodi Sundowns the discipline ne ba tshameka ka yona. Le yona a bua ka gore kam na itse tlo le gibela. Na go sna chance ya go le gibela. They were just knocking it, playing it around. Ba batla di phatla ko morago go stopeng se sa Santo sa Sevens Academy. Go na le ka wana ba re ke Dave Aiden. Ai. Yeah, I know thata go morago. Ke bone go lebo Sibusiso Tolomane ra mo itse go replace wetsa. Aiden na mo disitse mabana.
Yeah. So into engikhulume ngayo le defense ye 7. So i7 lapha idliwe kwi center because defense wise beyintswempu. Phambili khona bo Elstron lapha phambili. Yabona beyintswempu lapho emumva na lapha na but la center man be contact eshotayo. Ngibonile ujersey number 10 Gordon Daylin nayo bezama ukwakhipha ama pass but bekhonto engahlangani kahle lapha. Hayi oralalela bezofika second half. Bese ubheka kulokho makasi ukuthi uzowenzana. Bese first.
Obese first half.
no kuilelene ora
Litlo nje sabafana baka bench abogibela bo balona
Emilio Gibela nangu manje uyatrainer nelokho Chelsea.
Yabo, in short. Okay guys, that was good. So what actually happens then? It rains out and then the games are abandoned. The field is not playable. So once again, for a second time in a row now, where Kaizer Chiefs have to play against Mamelodi Sundowns, the games don't go ahead. So it's going to be interesting. I hear they may plan it to do it this week, that under-19 conclusion game. But something, I don't know what the weather gods are doing to that under-19 title race. But it makes for a fascinating watch anyway. If you love the numbers, if you love everything about data and infusing that with the modern game, well, I advise you to stay tuned to the show. Coscarinho with Coach's Corner is up next. Welcome back to Football on 216. We're back on the screen with Coach Coscarinho from Rio de Janeiro. I'm tagged up with Ora once again. And we're chatting everything good, the numbers game. But these guys always say they're mnandi. Petitis ke khotman now take it as one man. Hey, mnandi.
Tando go with like it lady cocks.
Ah, come down. Coach.
Good evening. Sharp, gents. Please behave. Because immediately once one of you juggles the ball, hey, I'll have to go to the drawing board and give you guys the skills you need. Otherwise, everyone's good?
I'm not.
Good evening, Coach.
Except for you, Ora.
No, we can't ask you how was your flight because Rio de Valle, no. How was the bus?
We're actually traveling by scooters now. Yeah, gentlemen, today we will be touching on a few things, slightly different now because we have the screen now. So we'll be talking about under-13s, the winners and losers of the under-13s, under-15s, 17s, and 19s. But we're going to dive more deep onto the under-19s. Now, what we're going to discuss is on the under-13s, potential players that you think have stood out throughout the season for all the divisions. If we had that Yashin trophy, we would give it to someone else. But I want us to give that the flowers to the boys who deserve them. You understand what I mean? So now, I think we can get to it. But before anything, Tando, I have some nice graphics for you, my man. But this is for later on. This is just a snap for the viewer to actually kind of get enticed. And then I have the GDPL to also conclude because we've spoken about the GDPL and we know that ELSPARK is coming through with Rockevs.
Yeah.
And then we finalize it with the 2023 and 2024 comparatives. So these are the performance indexes from last year to this year. And then we're going to compare them as to how did they do.
Yeah.
Is it feasible? Because remember when the season started on our, I think, episode 3, or episode 2, we had those comparative matrices whereby we've compared the teams and the divisions to actually say this is what's expected of them. To have they performed to expectation on it? Yeah. So Tando, let's get to it, my man. I'd like for us to speak about the under-13s division first. So we have a boy named Junior Pite, and he's got the most clean sheets, and with 11 clean sheets. I don't know, guys, because we need such trophies. We need for motivation, because I believe the GDL doesn't have. For top clean sheets, and you get the Yashin Trophy, which our Ronwen Williams was nominated for in the Ballon d'Ors. So it's quite actually fascinating to get such a trophy in the GDL, and we definitely give it to you guys today that Junior Peter is the under-19s Yashin.
He's the Yashin award winner.
Award winner, yeah.
O santse no le mo yona ya clean sheet nka botsa coach di clean sheet di ba kwa ke gore o na le morago le popota kgotsa di ba kwa ke ditshomarelo tse leng gore goal
shot stopping. Yeah, good question, Ora.
I think it's also a good one, but Ora, maybe let me put a spanner to the works. A clean sheet starts from the striker, because nowadays we are pressing high. So immediately once our striker presses effectively, then there's no team that can break the lines. So the middle line is also going to be compact. The defensive line is definitely giving us stability, and he gets the compliments because that guy there, he does the saves and he sees the game holistically. So basically, it starts from up front to the goalkeeper. So everyone deserves the clean sheet, but definitely the goalkeeper has to take it. And then our top goal scorer, Murobi. Is it Murobi? Not Murobi, man. Riane?
Yeah,
Ria. Kiriabetui, the full name.
Yeah, Riabetui Siman.
Riabetui. Is it Pito's son?
Yeah, it's Pito's son.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we sometimes at the games, Pito himself watching the kid play. Yeah,
I heard you guys. I overheard you guys complaining about his technical ability, and you guys are saying maybe he's not so
good?
Nandi or whatnot. And I said Dimitar Berbatov has took the goal of the season. He has took the top goal scorer without even going through past one player, one touch goals.
He's like Erling Haaland because he's big, he's strong, he gets into the right place at the right time. That's what you need as a striker, right?
Yeah, the positioning as well, all striker. That's why the striker's instinct. Striker's instinct. You have to know where to position yourself. When the ball comes, you have to think before the ball gets to you. So I think ke rapetse tiro o na le that thing ya gore le ga o ka lebela dikgole tse dintsi tsa di disa ke di one touch ball, you tap into the net. Se se go ra gore ga o sa nagana, you can't tap the ball into the net. You can balloon it, you can do everything about the technique of putting it into the net. So,
yeah. Let's move on, gentlemen. Under 15, I have Morake, Kiabetu Morake.
The Chiefs goalkeeper.
Chiefs goalkeeper, yeah. So he's got the most clean sheets with 8 clean sheets. And then under 17s, we've got Wakeli Zwe Shabangu, Mr. Shabangu from Randburg.
From Ini?
Randburg.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Randburg, yes, 10 clean sheets. And then our top clean sheet for the under 19s is Morobi, Highlands Park, which is what we are going to dive more deeper into today. So I want us to now have a look at this graphic, gentlemen, to say that the comparatives from last season, the under 13s of 2023, we had their performance index just at like 0.5. Ne? And then when you compare it to 2024, so you're looking at under 13s and you're looking at 2024 and 2023. So it has increased slightly. Can you see that? Can you see the blue marker?
Is this for the entire age group?
Can you see the blue marker? This is the win rate. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is the win rate. So we're now comparing the entire age groups and all teams GDL-wise, because I want us to benchmark it with some of the European leagues, some of the African leagues that are the youth leagues that are actually taking place. So in the under 15s division, you'll see that the win rate, we're talking about the win rate now, the blue marker, it shows that in the under 13s, under 15s 2023, it is slightly below in the 2024, the win rate, because it's almost similar. Now look at the green bar, Tando, points per game. That's the most important one. The green bar for under 13s, 2023 and 2024. There's a significant difference. Yes. there's a significant difference there. And then under 17s, the green bar also, look at the green bar under 17s, so it has slightly dropped. Why is that? Why do you think is that? I think, in my opinion, I think maybe there's no consistency to say that, okay, our under 17s are performing this season and then the next season are not performing. The typical example would be the Kaizer Chiefs under 17s.
Yeah.
They're out of the top 8 now.
Oh, yeah, imagine that.
They're out of the top 8 and they are the winners for the engine, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, tells you something. You wanted to...
Yeah, go na le sengwe gape se ke batlang go se tlhagisa Coscarinho gore ga o tsaya o lebella ka 2023 those under 13s ke di under 15s tsa 2024 ke sengwe gape se ke batlang go se tlhagisa
For sure, it makes sense. And the under 17s of last year are now the under 19s, of this year.
Yeah.
So it tells you something that in terms of consistency, you need to actually benchmark yourself and say that, guys, this is the target for the season. Yes, I know each and every team that starts the season, it says, okay, let's go for it. Let's go for the jugular. But you need to set realistic expectations for your players. You can't come into the league after winning promotion last year as NWU and say, guys, let's go straight for the jugular. It's not really a case of saying, I have the quality. If you have the quality, then we are good.
Yeah.
Tando, now let's move on, my man. I want us to now look at this graphic. This is the most important graphic for today's topic. Under 19s, Highlands Park, they are the most consistent team in the GDL under 19 this season. Because why? They've conceded less goals. They have scored significant goals, but Mamelodi Sundowns leads the race in terms of goals scored, right? So I want you to now have a look at this one. Highlands Park, they have conceded only 15 goals in 33 matches, by the way. They only have one game left. Yeah, 15 goals.
Yeah.
Right? And then they have a plus 54 goal difference. Right? And then we have our top scoring team as Mamelodi Sundowns, 93 goals, and they have a 2.74 rate of goals scored per game. So they are guaranteed almost 3 goals per game. Although I got Hamad 9, I was 7. I got Hamad 7 at Turkop. It's at Sundowns. Yeah, so it actually contributed to that. What are you laughing at?
Oh, coach.
No, we are here. Let's discuss it. Gentlemen, can you please guess? Now we have goals against and we have losses here. The number of losses, that team, there's a significant team that I want you to take a look at. Goals against, they're conceding more goals and they have more losses. Can you guess that team?
Who's bottom of the table? Northwest, maybe Joburg City.
That's Northwest.
Northwest, yeah.
Can you guess this team? Can you guess this team with goals against, less goals against, and less losses?
Highlands Park.
Highlands Park.
Yeah.
Highlands Park, gents, has been the pinnacle. If you have a solid defense structure, you win leagues. Defense wins leagues. And I still say today that Mamelodi Sundowns surprised my brother. I know that you want it so bad. But Highlands Park is definitely taking it this year.
That's a bold statement. That's too big a coach.
My head is on the chopping block. Tando, this is what I want to show you. I want to show you this graphic, my man. This is NWU that I just spoken about to say that they have most losses, right?
Yeah.
And then they are conceding most goals. But look at the build-up. I told you guys that Polo Ibitwako Val. Just look at the build-up. Look at the build-up, my man. Just look at the build-up from center, and then you exploit the space in front of the defense. And then you play wide, and then you come inside. It's a good goal, guys.
What a finish also.
It's a good goal.
Interesting, he also has an option on this left side. But
It's a good goal.
I think Kapeli again freeze Nasimo positioning here right.
Yeah.
Instead of Akata ini, we Bamute Haruela Kohare, unnecessary Holetari Horabuele. Yeah, Boleto go valid. That's why Baba go relegation.
But do you understand? Do you understand the point of this video? Good build-up play, but you don't get to score Highlands Park easily. Highlands Park isn't conceding goals.
And they've
opened them up.
There's an option there and there.
They've opened them,
yeah.
You play wide to the right back, and then you come inside.
And Highlands Park.
Look at the gap. Look at the gap.
Yeah.
Their back line and their midfield line.
Igen freeze, level for Igen freeze in the middle. Something only a drop to number 5. Igen freeze a number. That's why ba mo phutse throughout ba mo ntsha go positioning.
But finder. What's happening here? What's happening here is that there's a lot of gap there, and then we are receiving in that space.
Yeah.
See, this is a golden space. Immediately, once you expose your defense like this, you are dead.
You're dead.
You are dead, my man. Look at the receiving. And then he plays it to the space. Gone. The goalkeeper commits. Gone. Done. So
Coach,
I want you to have a look at this one.
Highlands
And
again.
Highlands again. They're conceding from a good build-up again. But this is not me exposing them. This is me saying it's rare you find Highlands Park open like this.
Poison.
Very rare.
Kuluva, who finishes that?
And then that's it.
Wait,
Let's look at it again. Let's look at it again. From the center, they exploit them the same way. Center, you go wide and then you cut inside.
So as
Every
Highlands
time.
Jens and coach before what they usually do at Highlands, Sfiso's system, he likes to defend with 3.
Yeah.
It's been a trademark of his thing, defending with 3, and then you sort of have CDM Yakibu. So I'm noticing in both goals now. You have your 3, and then CDM almost comes in late, and then sometimes it works, sometimes they open them.
Can you guys please give Tando his flowers? Can Muzi organize a coaching course for this gentleman because he's got an eye for the game.
Yeah.
Right.
I know, must value, coach, just value.
Yeah. No, guys, that's it for today. But what I wanted us to actually have a look at is that we have a team that's already been relegated, opening a team that's winning the league like that. It tells you something about the Gauteng Development League.
And it's a Valley team yet daily relegated, ne?
Yeah,
So you can smile this evening.
This is a critique.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Coach's Corner. That's been nice. We really analyzed it and broken it down. I like the visuals. I like the screen. Next week. That was nice. I enjoyed that. Stay tuned to the show. Let's bring back Libza and Sfiso. Season 5. So that's been it. Football on 216, episode 26. We've shown you inside Randburg with the prize giving, well, the moments that we were able to get before the match just being a pan. And I hope you enjoyed those. Always like giving you exclusive on the ground footage. I think that always works so nice. But boys, like we've mentioned in segment 1 now, that game under 19 still needs to be decided. Cosca has discussed some of it with his analysis in Highlands, but kusasa race da.
Emona race ye in a difference at 10 goals. We have a goal difference between Sundowns and Highlands Park. Sundowns go to make 10 goal difference. If Bafita Highlands Park, Kajalo, Segora Ring Faiso. Segora Highlands Park, I was a make a Eastern Tiger Sundowns Chiefs. Hadika Jewa Dilipedi Topati. Sundowns is Ali. Hadika Hapa Dilipedi Topati. Sundowns is Ali. Sundowns Chancy Jew Sundowns.
Or about drawing.
Or about draw. And Highlands Park, Lipo no chance about draw. If chance about happy, if they want to win, because hey, Zalaki you only to the wire, but to the wire.
So yeah, it's all on pocket tongue. Nitmanje bafethu nizowina lana organization so some process no. Sizodrowa nje yabo sizobathathela. Sizobathathela
Oh, banenhliziyo ebuhlungu. Yeah, into engibona mina mfethu lento engisantshela yona namanje. I think Highlands Park, lokhu ngishilo 3 weeks. I think Highlands Park izoyithatha lento. Sharp ama point ayi 10, ama goal ayi 10 different lawa ayenza, but bazodlala neChiefs labantu laba. And mawucheck abadlala neChiefs ngibone khona bomb pockets, ngibone le ntwana zeDDC ngathi zibuyile bezibe khona laphana. So mathiwa maningi. Enye into afethu yazi kuba dekuse emakhaya lapho kuna khona imvula so bekuzosola black magic, but it's fine.
Hey, look, how many times? Black magic, how many times?
Bekuzothi black magic. Phela emakhaya yaduma same time. Bakumele kudlala ifinal.
Alright. No, I motshameko wa bontshwaro gano fela ena go ka lebella mo bankeng tsa ditlhopha tse di le pedi. Ke surprise moriri motshameki wa maloba wa Sundowns ke Wayne Arendse motshameki wa maloba wa Sundowns le ene baba mkuni wa itse re baba mkuni thusana le Wayne Arendse. So ne ke nagana ke re oh motshameki wa maloba wa Sundowns ke tlotlile le surprise moriri ke re coach go etsagala wa e gano fela ntho wa tshega surprise ra ire ba no re fa cup wa rona ke re tshwantse le tshameke ga gona re le cup tshwantse le tshameke, but this one goes down to the wire. Ke yone e leng gore kana the divisions tse di concludilwe a week ago, this one, the interesting one. Yeah, no fair, like it's why.
Yeah, no fair. So what did Surprise say? So Libs and I are on the way out of the venue. And he's like, no, guys, it's fine. Let's play online. He's like, he's like, no, let's play online. It's fine.
But tell me about that. What's surprising you took away the Highlands Park now?
Yeah, all right.
Highlands Park.
But the fact is, many elements different. I was speaking to the Highlands Park personnel, and they say like the league is fine, right? Because it's so superficial sometimes winning the Gauteng Development League. I mean, we'll speak about it, but we are winner, then the next day it's back to business. So when they top, but their players are not getting selected for the national teams. What's the point? We are number one in the Gauteng Development League, but Egan Fries is not being called up. Right? Let's speak about that quickly.
Yeah.
Who are these? Because that's what Coach Sharpley says to me. Who are these selectors and why are they not choosing our boys?
Yeah, nami ngivumelana nabe yakhumbula ukuthi na kwi rest side does the same thing. But mangathiwa mhlambe ngi-scout ngeke ubone wonke umuntu. And another thing, ma select player like national team, I think we select an individual player, we select a team as a whole. Is Highlands Park I winner mele check na ukuthi I winner as a team or kuba khona ama player outstanding. Mara yabona njengo Messi, jersey number 10, bebena bamselectile but akekho.
Offensive always ngatheka sesekhukhune manje.
Yeah, bebena bamselectile but akekho. But hey bafethu ne rest yakhala kanje. Ay
ma lena akitsi go bua nnete fela kganye o buang yo le nna ena le go ke na le go inagana go kaela tlhoko le gare le go metshameko batsadi ba bantsi ba botsa gore nna kana re number 1 mo league me ya re tlhopile go kaela tlhoko di scouts di tla go di gaming tse feng ka gore gantsi ga re go metshameko ga iseng ke be re tsamaye re bone di scouts re bone rate re bone Aaron Mokoena a le ko Resa o na le gotla di game tsa Super Sport obviously ntate Godfrey o tlo nna teng ke game tsa Super Sport but ke ene ke part of batho ba ile gore ba selecta the youth structure so ke yona ntho e tshwantse e lebella gore motshameko o tshwana le bo Highlands Park le bo Northwest University rate re bone scout se tla se tlo lebella gore ke batshameki ba efeng ba ile gore o tla ba bona
enye into mfethu ngicela uyicabanga manje ne asibuye sibhekene naba behavior wethu because ama players amaningi asilethwe kakhulu ku engine Highlands Park beyilwa ku engine sibhekene nokuthi sibehave kanjani
but most talent most aspect
but if you are a scout umuntu nawe so mawuzwa kuthiwa Highlands Park beyilwa that side usuvela uthi Highlands Park awusho ukuthi kule ubani bani so thi asibuye sibhekene nezinto ezikanjalo ziya affect because umuntu nawe uyazwa kuthiwa Highlands Park bilana nabo ref lapha usuvela uthi ezinye intwana ezimnandi seziyasafara because of behavior yabanye abantu abakhona kule strike
because of the ethos of the club
because of the ethos of the club so izinto ezikanjalo mesibheke bafethu
asivale ngayo khotman
mara mfethu ne gape man lena ke utla botlhoko go bontsha gore ya ka sefiswa bua gore sometimes if scout as khone go ya kakwa bafana ba go khabate ga bone is in the team so ya kanya gore man aba leke gore behavior ba e bankanye and then re khone go ara le nna ke scout a ke re banna khone go re yeah re khone go re yentsa like re go lebella fela mara Highlands Park go bua nnete ba fit ba deserve le bona ba select ka gone bo Samuel se ba teng kwa ba teng bo Egan Fries vedo come on so le bona ba deserve ba nnete ka jalo nna sello sa bone nna go bua nnete ka se tlhaloganya so maybe ka gonne re buile ka yone di tla change.
Well, that's the show, guys. Episode number 26 into the books. We really knocked them out the park, these Football on 216 episodes. And just before we end, the Youth Cup that usually takes place at the end of the season, we hear that may not be taking place anymore, just really because of time constraints, right? These constant black magic delays, like Swiss calls them, have meant that we can't play some of the games. So time-wise, it's been pushed back. We won't see the cup that we love so much this year. It's really, really sad. But show-wise, we'll carry on. We'll keep delivering and giving you the content, the good news, and the good vibes here at the studio. But thank you for tuning in then to episode 26. Thank you to our resident coach, Coscarinho, for breaking down some of the highs and lows of the teams and some of the individuals that have really stood out. The starting 11 amafethu yabo mnandi athina siyaqhubeka yabo whether kune cup akuna cup sina sponsored ukushaya Spain
easy
okunye is whatever okunye etc. Thanks guys, we'll see you guys again next week, same time, same place, probably different outfits, but until such a time, it's a kati that's all
khwele aba yatanta le tloa
Sacha Tsefo wala gasha